Amber and Tanner in the morning.
Well, we are your morning show on Froggy 92.9.
But you can listen to us any time of the day with Amber and Tanner on demand.
On any podcast platform, froggy929.com, the Froggy 92.9 app.
And every Saturday morning on the radio.
Sonoma County's #1 morning show anytime, anywhere. And right now, here's the best of Amber and Tanner.
Time for a very special edition of Amber's Adventures. My boyfriend and I decided we were going to go whale watching out on Bodega Head. I was like, okay, that's weird, but it's something he wanted to do yesterday.
Just casually on a Tuesday.
Yeah. He said, I think the air quality is really great. I might get to see some whales, some seals, some birds, whatever. And I was like, okay, we got nothing going on today, so let's go on an adventure. Yeah. So we get out to Bodega Head, actually, and I see this guy out with like a long, like, nautical telescope or something like that. And I was like, hey man, you seen any whales today? And he looks at me and he's like, there's really no whales in October. He's like, they don't really come out until like, October. It's a little too early for the whales. And I was like, that's kind of weird.
So Cole didn't look it up, like when is whale watching season? Or
No, I guess not. So he's like, well, let's go like down to the edge right here and, see if there's any sort of animal life or anything like that. And I'm like, oh, he's going to push me off. Like, this is it. This is where I die. But I accidentally, incidentally saw a dead seal. And so I leaned over and I was like, oh my gosh, babe, there's a dead seal down there. And he was like, where? I don't see it. And I was like, okay, let's get a little closer. And he was like, point where it is. And I also I leaned down and I was like, it's down there on the foam. I can't believe this. I'm so sad. And all of a sudden, I feel him grab my arm. I turn around. He's down on one knee with a ring.
Are you telling me, Amber, you're engaged?
I am officially engaged.
Yeah! Congratulations!
I'm really excited. The phone lines are going off right now. I was actually really, really, really surprised.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine my engagement going any other way than me being like, look at that dead seal.
I remember you telling me yesterday that Cole texted you during the show, and he was like, I'm just itching to go to Bodega Head today. And you were like, he works there. Just go when you're off work. But now it all makes perfect sense. So
Yeah.
You're engaged. How do you feel?
I thought it wouldn't feel different. It definitely feels different. Our relationship feels different. It feels special
He's
right
your fiance.
now. Fiance. He kept saying that yesterday, but he's so sweet. He had a bottle of champagne he was hiding in the back of his car.
Oh my
He had
God.
flowers. He really thought it out. And I'm just so proud of him for keeping it a secret. And I cried a lot yesterday, obviously. And we've been together for 9 years now, and it's just finally, happening.
Why do you think he wanted to go to Bodega Head?
He told me on the way there, he was like, this is, one of the first places we came when we moved to Sonoma County, and we were just so excited to see the Pacific Ocean, and I don't know. He said that on the way there, and I kind of thought something was going to happen when he said that, but I wasn't really sure.
So what's next? I mean,
I don't know.
to celebrate this, first of all, but have you even thought about the wedding? What's going to happen?
Yeah, I guess a wedding is going to happen. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I can't believe I'm doing this, but if anyone has any wedding planning advice for me, call me up.
636-1HOP. I just want to say before we end this, I am so happy for you guys.
Thank you. I'm
this
really
is
excited.
so awesome, and I am so happy for you and your wedding and for what's to come.
Woo!
The best of Amber and Tanner in the morning, right now. It's Amber and Tanner on demand on Froggy 92.9.
I was going through some old yearbooks yesterday. I was going through some storage, and I came across a yearbook, and I realized what my worst field trip was when I was a kid. So right now, if you had the best field trip or the worst field trip, give us a call right now, 636-1HOP. Listen to this. We were told it was going to be Agriculture Day, and I have bunny ears with my fingers right now.
Air quotes.
Air quotes. And the thing is, Agriculture Day just turned into a day where we were going to be farm hands because I cleaned manure for 3 hours. If I would have known that I was going to clean manure for 3 hours for agriculture day, I would have never had my mom sign the permission slip.
We're going to have to check on those child labor laws up there in Puyallup, Washington. Oh, my gosh.
I'm suspicious. Something's up.
So that's all you did?
That's
you just
all I
manure.
did. Because we were all assigned different jobs. Some people
come on.
worked in the food department where they did something with chickens. I cleaned up manure.
They should let you guys switch out.
Right?
Something's weird about this field trip.
Yeah.
It ain't right.
Did you ever have either a best field trip or a worst field trip?
I have a very memorable field trip. I went to a small school, so a lot of our coaches were also our teachers.
Mm-hmm.
So my soccer coach, shout out to Hal Haynes, he was also our economics teacher. And for some reason, he took us to a bank one day, and it was like a 20-minute field trip to the bank, and they just opened up the vault for us and let us look inside the vault, and we were supposed to be like, ooh,
money.
And then we got on the bus back to school, and everyone for some reason in the class wanted slushies, so we just started shouting, slushies, slushies, and he was like, no slushies. And that was in my senior year in high school.
That seems like a very strange
It was a really weird field trip.
We have 2 people on our Facebook page that sent us a message that talked about their best field trips when they were kids.
Lane from Santa Rosa says, best camping in Yosemite for 4 days with my son and the 6th grade class from Salmon Creek School in Occidental.
See, I should have just went to school here in Sonoma County. Everyone here seems like they had such
we'll
awesome
just go
trips.
back in time.
Mary in Roanoke Park says, my best trip was back in the 60s in Southern California. We went to Helm's Bakery and watched them make bread and donuts.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
I love donuts and bread.
Amber and Tanner on demand. Available on the Froggy 92.9 app, froggy929.com, and Saturday mornings on the radio. It's Amber and Tanner anywhere, anytime. Only on Froggy 92.9.
When has a kid outsmarted you? I experienced this weekend. I am trying to get into TikTok. Tanner, you're into TikTok. You use it.
I love TikTok.
You make all these funny videos. So I'm trying to figure out how to use it so I can stay up to date with the times. I do have a TikTok. I think it's at Amber on Air. But I tried to log in over the weekend with my email, and it said, this is the wrong password or something like that. So I was like, okay, I'll try to log in with my phone number. And it was incorrect password. So I went to reset the password, send it to my email, and it was hi, Bazzy13 something or another.
What?
It gave me the reset password thing, the link. I went to TikTok, logged in, and it was this 3rd grader that had 400 followers that have been using not only my email, but somehow she was also using my phone number.
You got hacked by a 3rd grader?
A TikTok. The thing is, I have a TikTok still. Mm-hmm. She was just using my email and phone number for hers. So I had to literally delete her TikTok account.
Oh my goodness. I
you
bet you
can't
ruined
be
that
using
3rd
my
grader's
email.
day.
You can't use my email.
You deleted her TikTok?
Sure did.
Amber.
That's what she gets for using someone's phone number and email. Get your own. Am I
kind
wrong
of feel
for that?
bad for this 3rd
Don't
grader.
feel bad for her.
I kind of do in a weird way.
Lesson learned, Bazzy16 or whatever your name is. But I don't know how.
Here's where I'm confused. So she used your email, but also your phone number. That's some weird information to know.
I don't even know this person. How did she know this?
You got hacked by a 3rd grader.
I don't know what happened. So I reached out to TikTok and I was like, how is this even possible?
Yeah.
So has this ever happened to anyone before? Have you been outsmarted by a kid somehow?
Getting messages on our Facebook, facebook.com/froggy929. Randy from Roanoke Park says, every time I have issues with my computer, my 4th grader teases me and fixes it.
Jessica from Santa Rosa says, every darn day my 15-year-old is too darn smart for my own good, but it does keep me on my toes, that's for sure.
Gina from Petaluma says, my 2 kids outsmart me all the time. So, do you have an hour?
Amber and Tanner on demand on Froggy 92.9.
When did you buy something or try to buy something, but your card was declined? It happened to me yesterday. I went to order a carry-out pizza at Domino's, just a normal day for me.
That's the 3rd day this week you've gotten pizza.
I have officially been called out on this show. Anyways.
Sorry.
So I went to get my Domino's, Farmers Lane. I said I was going to pay there. I just didn't feel like filling out my credit card information. And I went to pay for it. My card was declined. I was like, that's weird.
Yeah,
Tried it again.
Okay.
Credit card was declined. And everyone's starting to look at me like, what's going on with this guy? I go, I think my card might be busted. And everyone was looking at me, customers included,
Sure.
like, yeah, your card is busted. And in my mind, all the employees turned around from what they were doing and just started staring at me. I know that's not what happened, but that's what happened in my mind.
Yeah.
I started panicking, and I was like, I gotta go home real quick. And I ran home, grabbed cash, and then paid for it. They were very annoyed at me.
You know what? You showed me that card yesterday or 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Sometime this week you showed me your debit card and it looked pretty messed up. Like you needed a new one.
My card looks like it went through a cheese grater.
Yeah.
Has this ever happened to you?
Me personally, yeah. I was in college. I was very poor, and my friend wanted to go to Bojangles, which is very similar to Popeyes and KFC.
Yeah.
And all I wanted was a biscuit. And I was like, I don't have a lot of money, so I'm just going to get a biscuit. Boom, card declined. My friend had to pay for a biscuit for me. So it's happened before. We've all been there, I'm sure, like whether or not we had money in our accounts or not.
When did your card get declined? Give us a call right now.
6361-HOP. Right now we have Vanessa from Santa Rosa on the line.
My credit card got declined. Now, it was user error. I used the wrong one. I had just ordered a new one, and I had used the old one. In the middle of trying to pay for a group's meal, we took all of our friends out to dinner on us. It's laughable now, but I was really embarrassed at the time until I figured out what I did.
Hi, good morning, Amber and Tanner. It's Mike, the truck driver. I live in Kelsville. I'm down here in Santa Rosa today. Listen to you guys a lot.
Hey, man,
Hi.
appreciate that. Man, did you ever have, like, your credit card decline because it wasn't working or something like that when you went to buy something? Like, have you ever had that awkward moment?
Oh, yeah.
Can you think about a time where that happened?
And then you start scrambling on your wallet. Gee, did I grab the wrong one?
And then everyone's looking at you like you can't pay for it.
Tanner, how many credit cards do you have in your wallet? Amber, how many are in your purse?
Let me see.
I have a debit card and one credit card.
I have a debit card, and after a situation I had yesterday, now I have 2 credit cards in there.
Why is that, Tanner?
Amber and Tanner on demand on Froggy 92.9.
So LA County had talked about banning door-to-door trick-or-treating this year because of the coronavirus. They also talked about parties, trunk-or-treating, also being banned.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's a big question to raise. It's tough because, of course, we want our kids to celebrate and be kids, but at the same time, we don't want to risk the safety of those kids at the same time.
they decided to actually not ban exactly, because they can't really ban people from celebrating Halloween, but they said, you know, a lot of these things are prohibited and there are some guidelines and things like that. So I'm wondering, do you think Sonoma County will do this, and do you think they should because of everything that's going on, like coronavirus, the fires? I mean, it's dangerous out there.
We asked you this on Facebook, facebook.com/Amber and Tanner in the morning. Should Halloween be banned?
Wendy from Santa Rosa said, I feel for the kids. They've had so many things taken away from them. There are safe ways to go trick-or-treating.
Angel from Roner Park says, well, most of us lost Halloween due to the Kincaid fire, so it sucks just to think about.
That's so true.
And I think, and I agree 100%.
Yeah.
It sucks. Danny, our friend that works here at our company, he was talking about his kid is 5 years old and has had maybe 2 Halloweens.
Oh my gosh.
That's so sad.
It's so sad to think about. And, you know, I know a parent who talked about doing a haunted trick-or-treating house inside of their home and still making it feel, you know, somewhat normal and somewhat Halloween-y for their kid. But we'd love to hear your thoughts about this.
Give us a call, 6361-HOP. Here's Ricky from Sebastopol.
Yeah, I don't think they should honestly cancel it. I mean, if you're going to let tons of people crowd into Walmarts and all kinds of other stores, how are you going to not let kids walk around trick-or-treating? I mean, yeah, there's groups here and there, but they're not large as all these people piling in the grocery stores. I understand the party aspect because, especially if alcohol is involved, people, their inhibitions go out the door, but I mean, you're just walking down the street in the groups of 2 or 3. I mean, you're doing that in grocery stores.
Amber and Tanner on demand on Froggy 92.9.
Right now, we would like to have our own award ceremony because the ACMs were last night.
And we were left out. We felt left out.
Yeah, they didn't invite us to come. What's going
up with
on
that?
at ACMs? Didn't give us a nomination.
At ACM Awards.
Yeah. And so because we never get awards, we like to give each other awards. And so right now we're going to have the spontaneous award speech presented by the ATMs. The ATMs it's just Amber and Tanner in the morning. So we're each going to give each other an award, and we have to come up with an award speech in a 30-second window.
Okay.
Would you like your award first, or do you want to give me mine?
I would like to present you with your award.
Okay.
Tanner, okay. And the award for Best Shirts in the Office and Possibly Radio goes to Tanner Chambers.
Oh, thank you. Woo! Well, I would like to thank the great people at the Petaluma Outlets for providing most of these new shirts that I've been bringing. I would like to thank the haters, people hating on me for saying, do you really need that shirt? Yes, I do need a shirt with parrots all over it. I would also like to thank Amber, who is always inspiring me to try new things stylistically. And I would like to thank my cat for when I get home, when I put my clothes down, she likes to take a nap in them.
Ew.
There's my speech. Do you like it? Kind of took a weird turn at the end. And the crowd goes wild. Okay, so here's your award. You ready?
Yes.
And the recipient for Best Marriage Proposal goes to Amber Henderson. Congratulations.
Oh my gosh.
Here's your award.
I did not expect this, nor did I expect my marriage proposal. I would like to thank myself for waiting 9 years for this engagement. I would like to thank my own patience. I would also like to thank my fiance, Cole Bledsoe, for giving me the best ring in the game and surprising me. And wow, I'm just surprised by this. Thank you so much, everyone.
It's Amber and Tanner. On demand. The best of the week, right now on Froggy 92.9.
If you haven't heard the news, somebody's engaged.
Amber's going to the chapel and she's gonna get married.
At some point, at least. It was a surprise. I didn't know that I was going to get engaged, so I got a lot of stuff to think about. And one of those things, you brought this up, Tanner, is am I going to change my last name?
Right.
I go professionally by Amber Henderson, and of course I've been Amber Henderson my whole life.
Yeah.
The thing is, I am the last Henderson. I have an older brother, but he's not going to have kids. So
it's kind of the last
end of the line. It'll be gone once I get married.
Man, that's a toughie.
And I love my last name, and I love my family, so I want to represent that somehow, but I also love my boyfriend and would love to take his last name.
Fiance.
Sorry.
So your fiance's last name is Bledsoe. Do you have any beef with the last name Bledsoe?
What do you mean beef?
Like, do you not like how Amber Bledsoe sounds? Are you cool with that?
Yeah, I think I'm cool with it.
Here's one thing. I did some
name.
investigative journalism here. Amber Bledsoe is taken on Instagram.
No.
You're like, can't use it then.
I might as well just keep my last name if I can't use it on Instagram. I don't know. So what do you think, Tanner? I mean, there's options here. I could hyphenate it. I could drop my middle name. I could not change it.
I'm a traditionalist with this. I'm not with a lot of things, but when it comes to marriage and last names, I hope that when I get married, my future wife takes my last name. That's my hope.
Chambers.
Yeah, Chambers.
They'd be blah, blah, blah. Chambers.
Yeah.
Hopefully your girlfriend, Lindsay. We'll see. And how you behave.
But I'm a traditionalist. The hyphenated stuff kind of confuses me a little bit, but I have no beef with people that do that.
A lot of people, we actually asked you this on Facebook, Amber and Tanner in the morning. A lot of people said that I should change my last name.
Yeah.
It's traditional.
So what do you think? Give us a call right now. Should Amber keep her maiden name or not?
6361-HOP.
Debbie again, Santa Rosa. Hey.
You've been married, correct?
Yes.
Did you change your last name?
Yes.
Okay. Do you regret it at all?
No.
No?
I
Okay.
have 2 boys, 2 sons.
I'm thinking about whether or not I should change my last name when I get married.
Do you want to have kids?
Not right now.
Okay. My son is not married. He has a son that's 16 months old. What they did is his name is Wiley Lane Collins. So they named their son Wiley. Lane is Becca's last name. And they're not married, so she's Becca Lane. My son's Ryan Collins, so it's Wiley Lane Collins. So he has both last names.
On the radio and in your pocket. Download Amber and Tanner on demand right now on your favorite podcast app. Amber and Tanner, Sonoma County's #1 morning show. Only on Froggy 92.9.
I'm thinking about doing a road trip here in a few weeks, and we are looking for your tips for what I should do, how to be prepared for a road trip, because quite frankly, I've never done it. Just got a text from Tammy from Forestville. Said road trip for variety box of jerky from Costco, multi-box of buy.
Oh,
That's
that
like the
sounds
water
like
stuff.
Her road trip essentials there. Beef jerky, that's a great idea because it doesn't like melt or go bad or anything.
Exactly.
Carrie from Sebastopol says, my favorite is not having a destination. Just get in the car and drive. It's amazing what you will find on your journey. Good road trip advice.
And Val from Santa Rosa says, where are you headed? I went to Monterey, but my tip would be to leave early and beat traffic. I'm going back to my home state of Washington, or at least that's my plan. I'm still haven't really figured it out.
All right. So what do you think Taylor should bring on his road trip? Or maybe you got some road trip advice for him?
6361-HOP. Give us a call.
Hi, this is Mary from Santa Rosa.
Hi, Mary.
And I have a suggestion for 2 items to put in your car besides everything else you mentioned. Okay, carry a big jug of water. You never know when you're going to need extra water.
Perfect.
And we've actually stopped and helped people that have had blown radiators and given them no water.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And blanket. Carry a blanket.
That is so smart. Just in case anything happens, I have a blanket just in case.
It's Deanna from Hidden Valley. If you're the driver and you're going on a road trip, my advice is fly.
You don't like road trips?
Only if I can sleep. When my husband and I go on road trips, which is, we don't fly very often, but I sleep. I hate road trips because I fall asleep when I drive.
Oh,
Oh
I
my
see.
goodness.
See, I'm going alone. If I go on this, I'm going alone. To be honest, I'm a little bit of a germaphobe with coronavirus still going on, so I'm trying to avoid the airport.
Well, I know, but in general, if this wasn't going on,
Yeah.
So what do you think something Tanner could bring on this road trip to make sure he's all good?
well, of course, snacks.
Yeah. Maybe some energy drinks so I can stay awake.
Well, those aren't good for you.
Amber and Tanner on demand. Every Saturday morning starting at 6 a.m. Want even more? Listen on your favorite podcast platform now, including the Froggy 92.9 app.
What's the silliest way you've ever cracked your phone screen? You know, these iPhones are so sensitive. I have a screen protector on mine, and I was sneezing
Just
a
sneezing?
couple of nights ago. I literally, I sneezed as I was setting my phone down on my bedside table, which is glass. And when I sneezed, it hit the glass on the bedside table and cracked. I went, achoo!
That is hilarious.
And it cracked, and my boyfriend ran in. He was like, what happened? Oh, excuse me. My fiance ran in.
Ooh. By the way, congratulations. Again, if you haven't heard, Amber is now engaged. So congratulations.
Cool. Tanner, what's the weirdest way you've cracked your phone?
It's not so much weird, but just stupid. I was wearing basketball shorts outside an apartment complex, and Lindsay was like, I bet you can't do 10 jumping jacks. And I was like, watch me do 10 jumping jacks. We're talking about how I was out of shape. So I did. I got to about 5, and I felt my phone just fly out of my shorts.
Oh, no.
And then they went down the stairs, and I cracked my whole phone because of it.
That's so bad.
Yep.
Well, we asked you this on Facebook. What's the silliest way you've cracked your phone screen? Got some great responses.
Facebook.com/Froggy929. Alexis from Roanoke Park says, it was the day I told myself, man, I haven't dropped my phone in a while. And I dropped it right then, and that's a true story.
Oh, my gosh.
That's always how it works.
That's happened to me before. Alyssa from Santa Rosa says, a 5-year-old ...
That's all you need.
Aww.
And Sheila from Paradise says, it fell off the counter, which it happens.
You know, these are pretty normal ways to crack your phone, I guess. But we'd love to hear from you. How'd you crack your phone?
636-1-HOP.
It's Deanna from Santa Rosa. Congratulations, Amber.
Thank you, Deanna.
I've never cracked my cell phone.
Never.
Never.
How?
I don't know.
You're responsible.
Any advice for us
I guess-
phone crackers out there?
Well, just be careful. My boys break their phones all the time.
Yeah.
It's so frustrating.
Amber and Tanner on demand. Every Saturday morning starting at 6 a.m. Want even more? Yes. Listen on your favorite podcast platform now, including the Froggy 92.9 app.
The ACMs were last night, and we talked about our predictions a couple of days ago. What was your prediction, Amber?
For Entertainer of the Year specifically,
Yeah,
it was
sorry.
It was Thomas Rhett.
And mine was Carrie Underwood. And we were texting back and forth last night after we watched this.
And the winner of the ACM Entertainer of the Year, we have a tie. Thomas Rhett tied with Carrie Underwood.
Oh my goodness gracious. Keith, what is happening right now?
2020, man. I am more than happy to share this with Thomas Rhett. Thank you so much. Thank you for this.
This has never happened in the 55 years of the ACMs. We have a tie for the Entertainer of the Year.
You know, I was reading about this in depth. Like, wait, how can this happen? And the first thing to know is that it happens because the ACMs allow it to happen. It's just in their policy.
Yeah.
They say, if there's a tie, both winners get an award.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, huh?
It is what it is. And I wanted to say that I've never been a part of the ACMs, but I've been a part of the CMAs. And it's an academy. You vote. And based on those votes, that's what it is.
Yeah.
If there's a tie, it's not we're giving this award to someone or it was a political move. It was literally just the way the votes went.
Yeah.
It is what it is. And so we're getting our first reactions right now from you, facebook.com/froggy929. How do you feel about Entertainer of the Year being a tie?
Brittany from Petaluma says, absolutely ridiculous. Carrie should have won that in her own, and she deserved it. She said that woman is an amazing artist and entertainer. 55 years, and for the first time in history, there is a tie. She gets named second. I'm blown away.
Andrew from Santa Rosa says, seems odd how they can celebrate winning because, well, they didn't win. It's like a participation trophy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Terry from Ronan Park says, over Luke Combs?
A lot of people had that reaction. I saw a tweet actually that said, how did Thomas and Carrie beat Luke Combs? But we want to hear from you right now. How do you feel about Entertainer of the Year being a tie?
This is Amber and Tanner on demand. Miss something from the show this week? Catch up on Saturday mornings at 6 a.m. or on the new Froggy 92.9 app.
I might lose some credibility for this, but what is a simple thing that you haven't experienced? I was watching the show Yellowstone yesterday and seeing all these cowboys being cowboys, and I was like, man, I would be the worst cowboy ever.
Why?
It's because I've never rode a horse and I've never shot a gun.
Really?
It's not a political stance, like I'm not making a political statement or anything. I just haven't shot a gun or rode a horse before. Just wasn't really much of a thing where I'm from.
Right. I mean, and you grew up around the city.
Yeah.
I'm sure you don't see a lot of, like, horses, like, on Capitol Hill.
Not really.
I mean, like, maybe.
Yeah, not really. I mean, if I did, I would be concerned, but, yeah, it's just, I want to learn these things, but I think it's a simple thing that the majority of people know how to do, but I just don't know how to do it.
I think especially here in Sonoma County, a
Yeah.
lot of people, have farms, ride horses, shoot guns. I have done all of that. Of course, I grew up in Georgia, so.
By the way, when this pandemic is over, if someone wants to teach me, I will gladly take you up on it.
To ride a horse?
Yeah, and shoot a gun, just not at the same time.
Oh my gosh. You'll be a really Western cowboy at that point. You're like hanging upside down on the horse shooting a gun. John Wayne stuff.
What's a simple thing that you've never done in your life?
Well, this makes me think of the fact that I had never been to a zoo before until recently.
Really?
My family didn't go to zoos. It's just not something we did. And my boyfriend took me to a zoo in college, and it's the first time I'd ever been.
Was your mind blown?
Yeah, I mean, it was the first time I ever saw, like, a giraffe, an elephant.
Yeah.
I never saw anything like that in my life.
We're going to have to go to Safari West sometime soon.
Well, we asked you this on Facebook. Facebook.com/Amber and Tanner in the morning. What's a simple thing you have not yet to experience?
Johnny from Petaluma says, I have never spent one day in a public or private school classroom. He was homeschooled.
Yeah. Okay. Jackie from Pengrove says, my husband says waking up and being able to see 100% clearly.
And Jeff from Santa Rosa says, I have never consumed alcohol.
This is Amber and Tanner on demand. Miss something from the show this week? Catch up on Saturday mornings at 6 a.m. or on the new Froggy 92.9 app.
What should I cook next? I asked you guys what should I cook in my crock pot. Got a lot of great responses, and I decided to cook chili. In my crock pot. I actually gave Tanner some of that chili. And I want to know, Tanner, what did you think of the chili?
I thought it was so good.
You liked it?
I loved it.
Yay!
I didn't know what to expect because chili is so easy to mess up. It's like a weird thing where if you just have a little bit of imbalance of one thing could ruin the whole thing.
Really?
But I warmed it up when I got home. I'd give it an 8.5 out of 10.
Oh, okay.
Fantastic.
What would you change about it?
A little more spice.
A little more spice?
That's the only thing that would
okay.
that brought it down a little bit.
I did chop up some jalapenos and put in there.
Yeah.
And I was so worried that would make it too spicy.
Oh, I see.
But maybe it kind of, I don't know. I'm still learning to cook. So maybe I was supposed to add more spices as I go. I think everyone's going to teach me what to do. And I want to know what I should cook next because I like what we're doing. I like that I'm cooking and that you're telling me if it's good or not.
I love it too
You're
because you know what? I get to eat. And everyone knows how much I love doing that.
So I asked you on Facebook, what do you think I should cook next? And Mandy from Santa Rosa says, chicken breast, butterflied and stuffed with cheese, choice of pesto, wrapped in bacon, and my mouth is watering, and then baked, topped with caramelized onion and peppers, and a side of your choice.
I think you should do that one. But Colby from Santa Rosa said, replica of Taco Bell Mexican pizza.
Colby obviously listens to the show and knows that you like Taco Bell.
I love Taco Bell, but I hate the Mexican pizzas.
Okay, maybe mine would be better.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Becky from Roner Park says chicken enchiladas with verde sauce. That actually sounds pretty good.
That sounds really good. I think you should do the chicken breast. I mean, you don't have to do exactly what Mandy from Santa Rosa said. I mean, that's what I want to eat. I mean, I'm selfishly like...
Can you make those chicken breasts for me? I'll try it.
Amber and Tanner on demand on Froggy 92.9.
If you had to eat one food for the rest of your life, what food would you pick?
Call us right now, 636-1HOP. We got Chris from Santa Rosa on the line.
Chris from Santa Rosa. I think I'd do sushi. I mean, it's just like a broad category. Like, there's so many different kinds, so I feel like I could still get some variety while sticking to, like, the one thing, and it's reasonably healthy, and it's just real tasty.
I think that's a pretty good pick. I feel like I would personally get sick and tired of sushi after a while, even though I love sushi. But I bring this up because we got lunch together yesterday, Amber, and it was the first time I hadn't eaten chicken noodle soup for the first time in 5 days.
We went to Lazzini's over here behind, what's this road?
Neotomas.
This road.
Bennett Valley.
Bennett Valley, yes.
You pointed the same direction.
It's over here.
But it's the first time that I hadn't eaten chicken noodle soup in 5 days. I'm not kidding. That's all I've been eating lately.
Well, how was Lazzini's?
It was fantastic.
Did you still wish you had chicken noodle soup?
Kinda. A little bit. I just love chicken noodle soup because it's easy to cook. I think it's nutritious. And I eat it right out of the pot. It's so good.
So you're going to eat chicken noodle soup when you go home today?
Absolutely. If I could eat chicken noodle soup for the rest of my life, I would.
I eat pretty much a buffalo chicken salad that I make at my house every single day for lunch. I just cut up a chicken tender, pour some buffalo sauce and ranch on it and mix it up.
I respect that.
And I could probably eat it every day for the rest of my life.
If you had to eat one food for the rest of your life, what would you pick? Facebook.com/Amber and Tanner in the morning. We're starting to get some messages.
We got Cameron from Santa Rosa says, if I didn't affect my health, I would eat a Big Mac from McDonald's every day.
Oh, I guess that's something I didn't even think about, like it affecting your health, right?
I mean, chicken noodle soup has a lot of sodium in it.
Oof.
Read the back of the can, maybe make sure that
I should probably do that.
I don't know what's in it.
Elaine from Petaluma says, yogurt. I basically live on yogurt.
Okay, yogurt's good for you. Christian from Sebastopol says, beer, please.
Amber and Tanner on demand on Froggy 92.9.
What is the worst habit that you have in the household? You, not your husband, not your girlfriend, not your mama, not your brother, you. I bring this up because, well, I'm home alone right now, and my girlfriend's handling some business in Seattle, and I realize I am gross. I'm not scared to admit it. I'm gross.
You just now realized that you're gross?
My apartment is very reminiscent of when I was in college. There's shoes all over the place. There's a sock mountain next to my couch.
A sock mountain, huh?
And I guess that is my fault. Well, overall, I'm gross, but the thing that I'm really bad about is leaving my shoes and socks just all over the living room.
You know what? It's okay, Tanner. You take this time to be dirty and gross and weird and whatever you need.
I really appreciate your support. It's because I don't have someone that has expectations for how I can be clean. So I'm just going to be a pig and gross for all this time.
Well, I know a lot of people have terrible habits around the house.
Yeah.
So the little things that we can't break ourselves up. We actually asked you this on Facebook, facebook.com/froggy929. What's the worst habit you have at home?
Jared from Santa Rosa says, I am awful at doing the dishes. They stack up and stink before I get to them.
No, Jared, you gotta clean that up. Brandy from Healdsburg says, I'm very bad about remembering to vacuum. I honestly don't remember the last time I vacuumed.
I can't do that. I have pets. I gotta vacuum. Jeff from Rohnert Park says, I hate doing yard work. There are so many weeds in my yard, but the air quality gives me an excuse not to do it.
You know what? We always got excuses.
Yep.
Tanner's like, I'm afraid of socks. That's why I don't pick them up.
I am. They come for me.
You've been listening to Amber and Tanner on demand. Hit next episode to hear even more now. Join in live every weekday morning from 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. as Amber and Tanner take your phone calls on Froggy 92.9 on the radio.